Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be refreshing and recapping for you guys where we left off our two iconic favorite monsters right before their big colossal crossover in just about a week when it finally hits us. I'm excited. I am lucky enough to be living in a place where my movie theaters have reopened to limited capacity, and I will be seeing the film opening day on the big screen, and not just any big screen, but the Dolby screen at my local movie theater, and I'm very excited and happy about it. Not quite the opening that I had in mind. I'm just glad my first viewing of this film will be on the big screen, and that is all I really wanted. Well, there's a lot of things I want, but regarding GVK, that's what I wanted. So, in case you don't want to or you don't have time to rewatch the other three previous MonsterVerse films before going into Godzilla vs. Kong, I just thought I would just refresh you guys where we left off these two monsters, like where we physically left them off in the last movies we saw them appear in. Now, be warned, I am going to be discussing spoilers for the previous MonsterVerse films, big spoilers, because I'm going to be talking about the endings of Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Monsters. So, you have been warned, watch this video with extreme caution if you have not seen either film and you keep watching and listening to this video. So, where we left off. Let's start with Godzilla, because he had the most recent movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters from 2019. That movie took place in the year that it came out. And basically the way it ended is that Godzilla defeated Ghidorah, and the remaining Titans that were running amok under Ghidorah's control came to Boston, the site of Ghidorah and Godzilla's final battle. And right after Godzilla had finished off his remaining final head by incinerating it with his atomic breath, the other Titans, including the surviving Rodan, who previously served Ghidorah, all surrounded Godzilla and then proceeded to submit or bow to him. It is actually my all-time favorite scene from that movie, and it's probably one of my top 5 favorite moments from the MonsterVerse so far. And it's just a really awesome, beautiful, powerful scene where Godzilla basically, the camera follows his head as he turns, and we just see one Titan after another, including another Muto, his enemy from Godzilla 2014, a different Muto. Even she bows in submission to him. All the Titans do. And the film finishes with the human survivors as they look on from the helicopter that they're flying away in, and Godzilla lets out a mighty roar, just roaring in victory in his accomplishment of defeating Ghidorah, while the other Titans remain bowing and submissive to him. It's an awesome closing shot, and then the film ends with the big red titles, Godzilla King of the Monsters. So that is where we left off Godzilla. That was 2019, 2 years ago since the movie came out, and apparently 5 years from Godzilla vs. Kong, which apparently for some reason takes place in 2024. So that is the last place we saw Godzilla. He defeated Ghidorah. He is now the dubbed King of the Monsters, and he basically maintains a balance between the humans and the Titans now, keeping the Titans in check and keeping humanity safe from other Titans as well, while the Titans now basically walk around the Earth doing their thing, not really attacking or bothering anyone, since they were just doing that because of Ghidorah, but Godzilla just makes sure that they all stay in line. So that is where we left off with Godzilla. Now, where do we leave off with Kong? Well, we saw Kong last at the end of his film, Kong Skull Island, the only movie to really feature King Kong so far, and he had just defeated the really big skull crawler, dubbed the Big One, on Skull Island, while saving Brie Larson's character Weaver from being eaten, and the surviving human characters meet their rendezvous point with their military escort, and they successfully get off of the island while Kong watches from afar and starts pounding his chest as a sign of display and strength, and he too lets out a mighty roar, reminding the audiences who were watching the film that who really reigns over Skull Island. Now he does. So that is where we last saw Kong. That was back in 1973 when that movie took place. and he was still fairly young and not as big as he obviously is now. And he had just defeated the really big skull crawler, but I do not believe that was the end of the skull crawlers. They're probably still abundant, but now that he dealt with the main big one, the one I believe killed his mom and dad. Now he is finally left king of Skull Island. So that is where we left him off, roaring and living in relative peace on Skull Island. Now, from the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously things have changed for both our characters. You know, we saw Kong being led somewhere on a boat. Godzilla is apparently going berserk, and shockingly, they're going to have problems with one another. But that is where we last saw both respective characters, and I hope this was a good recap and refresher for you as to where we last saw and where we left off these two characters. If you feel like I missed anything, please let me know down below in the comments section. Any questions, also post below in the comments section. And that's pretty much it. That's your refresher and recap where we left off Godzilla and Kong. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative, if not entertaining. And I hope you have booked your tickets or you're getting your home ready to watch on HBO Max when it hits us next week, almost a week from now on March 31st, both in theaters and on HBO Max. I'm very, very excited. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have an awesome rest of your evening. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.